Hey guys, it's MGV and I feel a lot better now after consuming a bag of cough drops and a good night's rest. In this video I'll be showcasing videos and pictures of the Unreal Engine to give you a gist of how the next Mafia game will look like in Unreal Engine 5. It is rumored Hangar 13 will be switching from Fusion to Unreal Engine. Fusion is the game engine Mafia 2, Mafia 3, and Mafia Definitive Edition are on. The first Mafia game was on Illusion Engine. The following screenshots were created by Pedro G, titled Mobsters 1930s Real Time. He used Unreal Engine 5. This is how the characters of the next Mafia game may look like. The next screenshots were created by Santiago PG, and the album was titled Noir / Mafia Victorian Street Night, Unreal Engine 5. And here is Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven on Unreal Engine 4. This is the main menu, by Alexander Vilkin. The next video is the OG Mafia menu on Unreal Engine 4 again, but this time by a different person, by Demchenko. I will upload this to Nexus Mods later so you guys can try it out for yourselves. Next is Salieri's Bar in Unreal Engine 4 by Amit Sharon. I will upload this to Nexus Mods later so you guys can try it out for yourselves. Now the next video is called 1950s New York City Environment Megapack Showcase Video / Unreal Engine 4 to 5. Now I understand that the next Mafia game will be a prequel to the Mafia trilogy, so it will be 1930s and earlier, but I still want to show you guys this video. This is how a Mafia 2 remake on Unreal Engine 4 and 5 would look like. This video is by Lyrtus Studios, and you guys can buy these assets you see on UnrealEngine.com. Link to the product and the original video is in the description below. It seems a lot of people got the impression from my previous video that I hate the 1920s as a time period for the Mafia games. This simply is not true. I mean, yes, I really did want a 1970s Mafia game, and it would have been cool listening to Frank Sinatra on the radio, but the 1920s is also a great choice. I don't have a problem with the time period itself. I have a problem with Hangar 13 games and 2K games. As you know from the Kotaku article, it said that a source familiar with the new Mafia game told him that it was a prequel to the Mafia trilogy. Well, Mafia Definitive Edition took place in the 1930s, so the game will take place before that, and it'll most likely be in the 1920s. Now, Mafia Definitive Edition took place in the 1930s, and the open world is dead. You can't do anything except the limited number of free ride missions, taxi missions, or go to the racetrack. That's literally all there is to do. The original Mafia game had way more free ride missions. You can't even access the interiors to many of the story's locations. That's why I'm disappointed with the prequel, because Mafia Definitive Edition takes place in a similar time period, and I feel like it will be very similar, but I hope I'm wrong. Mafia Definitive Edition was supposed to have street races and things to do in Freeride, but these missions were cut according to SliderV2, who found these unused files on PS4. The Great Gatsby 2013 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it takes place during the Roaring 20s during Prohibition. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the 1920s. It's just that I have no faith in Hangar 13 games and 2K games. A lot of people keep saying I was butthurt and acting too pessimistic, and hey, that might be true, but it's hard to remain optimistic when Hangar 13 has not released the fourth installment for over 5 years. They lost $53 million when their online superhero game Voltron got cancelled. Hangar 13's CCO and COO are leaving the company. Tons of layoffs in Hangar 13. Mafia 2 Definitive Edition is still full of bugs on the PC version. It's still not fixed after almost 2 years. Mafia 3 trophies and achievements are still bugged. A lot of people are having difficulties getting platinum trophies on it. It's still not fixed after 5 years. Tommy Angelo's outfit for Mafia 2 Definitive Edition and Mafia 3 Definitive Edition are not unlocking for console users. The Mafia trilogy for PS4 and Xbox One are 30 FPS. No next-gen versions were ever released. And the pre-order for Mafia Definitive Edition was never released on the stores, on the PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or Steam. So yeah, you're kind of screwed there. As you can see, it's hard to remain optimistic as a Mafia game fan, and that is why I have no faith in Hangar 13. As long as Hangar 13 Games is owned by 2K Games and Take-Two Interactive, then expect cut content. In the end, it is up to 2K Games and Take-Two to call all the shots.
Late heart seen dark, silvery moon is shining through the trees. Cast to me you, sound of kisses floating on the breeze. Act 1,